Hello and welcome to the Team Afterburn Studios, where we're filming what's new for next month. For next month, we have 3 new exercises. Our first exercise is the Lying Rip 60 leg curl. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab the straps. You're going to get down on the ground. Now these are different straps here. They have solid handles. You're going to put your heels into the handles with the handles facing back. So the part you grab is down and the other part is behind so that your feet don't slip too far forward. You're going to raise your hips. The higher you raise your hips, the harder this is. Then you're going to curl in. So that's option 1. Now, you don't have to take the hips off the ground. To make it easier, you leave the hips on the ground. To make it harder, pull the hips off. The further you go off with the hips, the harder this is. Now, you want to make it even harder, you're going to leave one leg out and curl with one leg. Now, the key, if you're going to do this, is that not much weight is bearing on that. So you're really doing one leg at a time. That increases the intensity considerably. And of course, then you would switch to the other leg, or you can alternate one leg at a time. Again, not putting very much weight on the leg that's out, because that puts all the force on this leg. This really works your hamstrings considerably. Very, very good exercise for your hamstrings. All right. Exercise number 2 is going to be the squat, hold, and alternating reverse lunge. So it looks like this. Now, again, if we can load ourselves up, for the first time you do it, you may not want to use any weight, but the second time you do this, you're going to probably want to start adding load. You're going to be in the squatted position, so you're going to be down, chest stays up, hips come down. Now, you're going to come up slightly, move into the rear lunge, come down, come back. You're just moving up slightly. You're staying low. So what are we doing? We're keeping the load in our legs the entire time. When you come back into the lunge, you want to really focus on pushing through the heel of your foot, not the ball. That's going to keep the force back in your back part of your leg and not on your quads. So we're going to keep it in the glutes, not on the quads. We need to develop the glutes. Most people are quad dominant, so you don't really need to develop them. Again, come up slightly, back down in that squat, and you're just going to alternate, keeping that chest up. What you don't want is you don't want to see this. You don't want to see people falling forward. That puts a lot of stress on the lower back, and that's not what we're trying to do here. That's why we want to keep the chest up. Okay, so our next exercise is going to be the alternating incline dumbbell press and low hold. So what we're going to do here, in order to get in, first of all, you're going to squat, keep the core engaged. Anytime you're lifting weights, you always want to keep that core engaged. Squat down, pick it up. You're going to set it, walk back under the bench, set the weights on your legs, and then one at a time, you're going to roll it back using your legs to press it in position. Now from here, you're going to press into the parallel grip. Open face, you're going to go into the open face. Now you're going to take them both down, and you're only going to press with one side at a time, so that other side stays low. That keeps the tension in the muscles longer, so you don't get much of a rest by coming up. When you're done, you're going to come up into the parallel grip, drop back down, get one foot or both legs, and then just roll yourself out. Pick the weight up, again, drop it down using the legs. You always want to use the legs anytime you're lifting heavy weights, and you always want to keep that core engaged. So those are the 3 new exercises for April. Now for April, you're only doing 1 exercise per muscle group at a time. You're not doing 2 in a row. However, you're doing 4 rounds in a row on the same muscle group, so you're really fatiguing it, and your rest time is a little bit shorter than normal. So we're stepping up our game a little bit. You may have to take the weight down a little bit. Ideally, try to keep that weight the same so that you can make those progressions. Now the muscle groups that we're working for April are back and shoulders and legs and chest. So that's what's new for April, so you have an idea of what's coming up. Now, if you have somebody that you know that might want to experience what you experience here, just go onto our website, 6-week trial for $75, no obligations. It really gives them an opportunity to try out all the different classes, the different class types that we have, and really gives them an experience of what we're all about. We will see you next month at the Team Afterburn Studios, home of the 1,000 Calorie Burn, where we transform bodies and change lives.